Once upon a time, there was a little fishy named Brook, and Brook was a trout. And Brook liked to swim in his little stream, and he would swim all day. And the sun would shine down through the water and see little Brook. And Brook would see the water. The water would reflect like a big mirror on the top. He would look up and see himself, and it was beautiful. And he looked down, and he would see the sand and the little rocks, and he worked real hard to go up against the current so it could go back up the hill. And one day, he was swimming, and he found this weird thing in front of him. He couldn't really swim around it, but it had a hole in it. So I think, well, if I can't swim around it, I'll swim through it. So he swam into the hole. But inside the hole, there was a bunch of other trouts, like Brook, and they all had this scared face on. And he says, "Why are you so scared?" They said, "Because we can't swim out. See? When you swim in, there's this thing that fell. And then when you try to get out, it won't let you out." And Brook got scared. His little heart started beating faster. And he swam back through the hole, but he was stuck. And he looked at the other trouts, and they looked at him, and they all looked scared. Hours passed by. It seemed like days, but Brook was only a few weeks old, so he couldn't really tell. It got dark, and then it got light again, and more of his friends came in. And then the whole thing started shaking, and he could hear something that sounded like metals or rocks scraping together. And they all looked at each other, and they were scared. And then the whole thing started shaking, and they felt themselves lifted out, and they couldn't breathe. They were flopping around inside this thing, trying to breathe. And then it was opened, and they all fell into this big white thing. That there was water and they could breathe, but there wasn't a lot of space. They tried swimming around. They couldn't. There was just enough room. And then this really strange creature was looking down at them. Round face. It had this hole in its face. And some kind of weird hairs around its mouth. And its eyes. They're so different from ours. I mean, I look at you and your eyes on the side of your head, and your other eyes, but this eyes were different. And then it's dark. It put something on this thing that we're in. Hours go by. It seems there's so many of us in here. It's hard to breathe. I'm flapping my feet, and I can feel myself breathing, so I'm alright. So this is okay. This is okay. Where was I from? I feel weird. It feels like this is the only place I've ever lived. I guess it's okay. I guess these guys have always been here. Alright, this is normal. There's light! What's light? I've never seen that before. It's always been dark. That something came in and grabbed one of my friends. The top, it's dark again. Dark again. We're good. We're good, guys. Yeah, we're good. Okay, good. It's open again. Oh, it's got me. Oh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. What's that? What is that? Ah, it's cutting into me. Oh, it's cutting me. Oh. The end.